And today I'm going to teach you all. It's a new day, and today I'm going to teach you all stretches you should do every morning and some breathing exercises. So it's going to be a fun video, and it's going to be educational, if I may say so myself. So it rained last night, and the tree has fallen. And it's not fallen; the branches are lower though. Hi, Dugu. Good morning, my baby. Hi. Okay, come. So today I'm going to show you all my favorite wall exercises and some of the stretches I love doing. These are relatively easy and this is what works for me. So let's begin. So you can do this on your forearms, or like I want to prepare myself for doing a headstand. So that's why I'm doing this like that. And you go into a pike, you rest your feet, your legs against a wall, your foot, and then you start doing these wall crunches. And you have to make sure that whenever you do something where you're inverted, even if you're slightly inverted, when you come back down, you need to rest in a certain position before you sit upright again. You'll see it at the end of this exercise. So as you can see, I'm done, and now I'm just going to rest so that the blood doesn't rush back down immediately, and then you slowly have to sit up. Now I'm going to do it on my forearms. This is also so that my arms get stronger. Again, I'm going to do crunches, and after that what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into that pike again with my feet on the wall and do these leg raises and then crunch, like a variation of both. I'm doing these leg raises also because I want to be able to do a handstand at some point, so this is to prepare for that. And you need to go at your own pace. There's no such thing as you have to do a certain number of counts. I don't believe in that. I mean, I do as much as my body allows me to do. I don't believe in pushing myself and doing a certain number of sets just because somebody else can do it, because everybody's body is different, sorry, and we all have certain limitations. So it's important to relax, and that's when you stretch. You need to stretch also. Do these shoulder rolls, they really feel good. After that, what you need to do is you do them at the back and front, then you do a few neck rotations clockwise and anti-clockwise. This just feels so good, especially when you wake up. It's the best way to start your day. And always remember to balance it out. If you do something on your left, you have to do on the right, so you have to do the normal version and then reverse it. I learned this stretch when I used to do take a few classes. I've taken a few classes of calisthenics, and they had taught me this stretch. It feels really good. After this, you take your hand and make sure that you don't look at someone else doing a certain thing and uh, push yourself to do it. How much ever is comfortable for you, you stretch your hand that much, because you shouldn't enjoy yourself, because it should benefit you, not to the opposite. When you do this, make sure your shoulder isn't shrugged and towards your chin. You need to relax your shoulder and stretch your arm like this. Spine stretches are the best. A twist is so good and done right. So just make sure you look at the back. You first turn around and then try to look at the back as much as you can. Another classic cat and cow. When you do this, make sure you breathe in and breathe out. Don't hold your breath. I feel like A lot of people make this mistake. I used to, when I used to take dance lessons, I would just hold my breath when something was difficult. But when you breathe, it actually, you get the whole benefit of whatever you're doing, and it actually gets easier. So you do 10 counts of cat and cow every day. Even if you're at home, just try to do this when you're in bed. It's really good for you. And after that, what I've started doing is, I saw this video in which this yoga teacher was doing these spine exercises where you just rotate your spine again, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Make sure to always balance it out, and you have to make sure to move your spine. Then we get into a downward dog. If you can touch your heels to the ground, that's great. Right now, my hamstrings are really tight. Also, another thing is your body is different every day. Every morning, you have to wake up and see how you feel. I'm going to go into a plank and then a downward dog. This is very good for your arms and your core. After that, I'm going to just walk in place in my downward dog position, and then I'm going to do a couple of cobra stretches. You just lie down on your stomach and you have to focus on just lifting your chest. Don't try to arch your back too much because you don't want to strain yourself. So you just have to focus on lifting your chest as much as you can. And I'm going to do 10 counts of these. But you can do how many ever you want to. Start with 2, start with 1 also is okay, and then you slowly build on it. You can't just get up suddenly and start doing 8 or 10 counts of something. You need to build on it. I'm going to get into the downward dog again, and then from there what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few of these low lunge stretches. They are really good for your hips. I'm going to do a couple of counts of these. After that, I'm going to get into the pigeon pose, and I'm just going to focus on touching my forehead to the ground. So you have to basically bend from your chest has to go down. Don't strain yourself as much, like, but whatever is comfortable for you, go that low. You can use your hands also. And I'm going to do a couple of counts of these, and then I'm going to just stretch my back leg. This also you can start here. You can just see how much what you're comfortable with. I have gotten here after, because I've been regular with yoga and I am flexible. After this, I'm going to do the same thing on my other leg. Next is, I think it's called thread the needle or needle and thread, I don't know, but you have to make sure that when you lift your hand, look up and stretch your hand as much as you can, and then you take your hand through. You understand what I'm saying, right? You can see what I'm doing. So do this. I'm not very good at explaining things. This is really, really good for your shoulders. So you do this also on both sides. This pose is called Vajrasan. From here, I'm going to do a back bend. And as I've been saying, don't push yourself to do as much as you can. It's not a competition, it's not a race. And I'm going to stay here for a couple of seconds. Inverting your legs is so important. I avoid doing this when I'm on my period though, but I'm just going to hold my legs up like this with the support of my hands on my hips, and then I would suggest that you do this at your own pace. I fold my legs back and then bring it back to an inverted position. Focus on breathing. Now we focus on breathing. So before you start any breathing exercise, you need to first just take a few breaths in, deep breaths in and out, just to relax yourself. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Lom Vilom, in which you breathe in from one nostril, you hold the other, you shut the other nostril, you breathe in for 5 counts. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slower than this, but you breathe in for those many counts, and then you hold, and then you breathe out from the other nostril, and you cover the one you initially did breathe in from, and then you breathe in from that nostril. I'm explaining this really badly, but Lom Vilom, just look it up if you want. I'll do a separate video on how to do Lom Vilom and I'll explain it better. So I'm going to do a few counts of these, and breathing exercises are actually a very good way to detox your body. That's what I read, that instead of taking all these tablets and supplements to detox your body, breathing is the best way to do it. It's actually really difficult. You have to build up on it. You can't just get up and do 50 Lom Viloms. It takes a while. I mean, if you can, that's great, but my lungs needed a break, so I just take it at my own pace. I do it at my own pace. After that, I'll do Kapal Bhati. Before that, again, I inhale, exhale, just to balance my breath, and then I start with Kapal Bhati. In this, you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you have to pull your stomach in this motion. Do as many as you can. For the next one, what you do is you have to make a humming, a bee sound, like how a bee hums, that kind of sound. So you shut your ear, you cover your eye, and you breathe in, and when you breathe out, you go this is very good for anxiety, and it actually relaxes your mind. At the end of this, what I do is I rub my palms together before I open my eyes, and I just cover my eyes with this, and it feels so good, honestly, doing these few breathing exercises every morning. Now, these are some exercises I like to do, and they just make me feel stronger. That is why I do them. As I've mentioned, I don't believe in pushing myself and saying that I'm going to do so and so on exercises on these days. I just roll out my mat and see what my body. I listen to my body. So this is what I like to do. I don't do a certain number of sets. I just do as much as my body wants me to do. And I like to end every workout with a nice spine twist. This stretch, the one I'm about to show you, is so good. I mean, honestly, you should do this in bed also. You can do it before sleeping or when you wake up. It just feels so good. Your spine is very important. It's the source of all energy, so it's important to, you can't neglect it. We tend to neglect our spine. We tend to neglect a lot of things, but these stretches, when you stretch, when you do yoga, what happens is that you're more aware of every part of your body. And my favorite shavasana, I just like to lay there and forget about everything. You can do this for as much time as you want to. I have met some really good yoga teachers, and I've had the honor of being trained by them. And trust me, even a good yoga teacher, with their guidance, you can actually go places. Like mentally, you just feel like you're somewhere else. Whenever you're done with Shavasana, turn to your right and slowly sit up. I like to keep my eyes shut even when I'm getting up, and then again rub my palms together and put them over my eyes. I've started this new thing where I try to solve crossword puzzles when I wake up and before going to bed. I feel like it's important to exercise your mind. What I mean by that is that we are so stimulated at all times, thanks to television, thanks to our phones, that we forget about the small things like reading. And if you don't enjoy reading, which there's nothing wrong with that, everybody has their own likes and dislikes, but it's important to sit down and put your mind to something without any distraction, without looking at any screen, just focusing on what's at hand. I hope you liked this video. If you did, let me know. If you want to see more of these type of videos of what I eat, or I don't know, let me know whatever you would like to see. And I hope you like this. I'm repeating myself. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.